Are pocket operators discontinued? Either way, don't overpay.
Freebie.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Giddy Gavin. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Here at Freebeat, I have been a big fan of the pocket operators, and I have featured them many times on the channel. I actually got started with the PO33KO. My very first video featured a jam with this exact PO33KO, which unfortunately now has a broken screen. However, it does still work. Not exactly sure what that sound is on there, but yeah, it still works. Like I said, I have been a big fan of them here at the channel. I have featured them heavily. I have gone on record many times as saying that I think they are well worth getting started with, and even just picking up as a little side item, a little extra piece of gear for your setup, particularly ones like the PO24 Office, which is actually my favorite pocket operator. However, lately it has seemed like Teenage Engineering may have discontinued these. There has been no official announcement from them, but they are very hard to find at retail price, really anywhere. A couple months ago, the PO33KO did come back in stock, and Teenage Engineering actually made a post about that. However, they quickly went back out of stock. I want to say it lasted for like less than a week, which is interesting, and we really haven't heard anything or seen anything since then. So I don't know if they're officially discontinued, but right now it sure looks like it. So I would love to be wrong about that, but until further notice, we don't really know anything. As often happens when something is discontinued or even just hard to get one's hands on, people tend to jack up the prices of that particular item on any secondary market. With these pocket operators, it's no exception. I have seen prices as high as $300 on Reverb. Now, you don't have to know anything about these pocket operators to know that they're probably not worth $300. As much as I love them, would I pay that for any of these? No, I wouldn't even pay half of that for one of these. For $300, you could get your hands on a used Electron model cycles or model samples, a Novation Circuit Rhythm or Circuit Tracks, an Arturia Microfreak, an Arturia Drum Brute Impact, 3 Korg NTS1s, I can keep going, 2 Korg Volcas, an NTS1, a Volca, and I don't know, some effects pedal. You get the idea. You can have so much wonderful gear, really a lifetime's worth of exploration in gear for just $300 these days. There are some incredible options out there at that price. These are not worth that. Do not overpay for these pocket operators. Do not let yourself give in to the hype of the pocket operators when it comes to jacking up the price. These are very hype-worthy machines, in my opinion. I've spent the past 3 years hyping them up. Don't overpay. That's as simple as it is. So right now what I want to do is tell you what I feel are fair prices for the pocket operators and what you should accept as the maximum amount that you'd be willing to pay. I'm going to be doing this in US dollars because I'm in the US, so I do apologize for that to all my non-US friends, but it should be fairly simple to convert those currencies. So let's start with the original generation of POs. We have the PO12, the PO14, and the PO16. This is the PO14. I would not pay more than $59 for any of these pocket operators, and I tend to recommend away from the first generation anyway because they are a bit difficult to use compared to the second and third generations of pocket operators. But yeah, $59 is what I would pay for Generation 1, which again is the PO12 Rhythm, the PO14 Sub right here, and the PO16 Factory. Up next, we have the second generation of pocket operators. We have the PO20 Arcade, the PO24 Office, and the PO28 Robot, which I do not have. I happen to have the PO128 Mega Man, which is a special edition pocket operator. We'll get to that in just a minute. Again, $59 is the maximum I would pay for one of these. That's the retail price. That's what everybody should be paying. I could see myself making an exception, going up to $69 nice dollars for the PO20 Arcade. In my opinion, this is one of the most full-featured pocket operators if you want to make full songs. So if this was like the only groove box that you were going to get your hands on and you only cared about making chiptune songs, then yeah, I could see 69, 70 US dollars being worth it for the the PO20 Arcade, but not any more than that. When it comes to the PO24 Office and PO28 Robot, though, no more than 60 US dollars total, yeah. That brings us to the third generation of pocket operators. We have, here we go, the PO32 Tonic, the PO33 KO, and the PO35 Speak. These all debuted at $89 each US, and the price was raised by Teenage Engineering, I believe, just last year to $99 US dollars. I do think that is a fair price, but again, any more than that is simply not worth it in my opinion. You should not be paying three figures for any device on this table, or any pocket operator for that matter, with possibly one major exception. You see, Teenage Engineering has collaborated with a few different companies in the past to release special edition pocket operators. I happen to have two of those here. We have these are in reverse order, there we go, the PO128 Mega Man and the PO133 Street Fighter. There's also the PO137 Rick and Morty, which is a variation of the PO35 Speak. This is a variation of the PO33 KO, and this is a variation of the PO128 Robot. These are a little harder for me to put a price on, because if these are franchises that are near and dear to your heart, those being Rick and Morty, Mega Man, or Street Fighter, you know, I'm not going to say don't buy it. Because if you are a big fan of those franchises, like myself, I love Mega Man, you know, this is pretty cool to have. Very, very cool, actually, and I really, really like it. As you can see, I've taken better care of this one than any of my others, probably. I absolutely love this thing. Very, very cool design, and just it's so cool to see the Mega Man up there. So I'm not going to tell you, you know, if you love one of those three things, to not spend your money on it. However, like I said, any of the other pocket operators, even if they're discontinued or not, do not overpay for them, because they are simply not worth more than the retail price. And that's it. That's really the video. Just a little, I guess, PSA type video. Don't overpay for these. They've started popping up on the used markets at pretty ridiculous prices, and a lot of folks have started reaching out with questions. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's my answer. There's plenty of other amazing gear out there that you can pick up for, you know, some of these crazy asking prices on these pocket operators. Yeah, don't do it. Don't overpay. I do hope you found this video informative, or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.